Erie News Now is election coverage you can count on. Nearly 450,000 mail-in absentee ballots have already been received by Erie County election officials, according to Acting Secretary of State, that is Lee Chapman. So Erie County officials and other county officials when it comes to election offices across the Commonwealth. Erie News Now State Capitol correspondent Brendan Scanlon heard from the Acting Secretary earlier today and joins us live. Brendan, to provide more insight.
Yeah, hey, good evening, Eva. That's exactly right. So there were over, get this, 900,000 requests for mail-in and absentee ballots all around the Commonwealth up to that May 10th application deadline. Now today, Secretary Chapman providing a bit of a breakdown to some of those requests, as well as also providing some very crucial information ahead of that May 17th primary, now just 5 days away. Of the roughly 900,000 ballot requests, nearly 700,000 were Democrats and over 200,000 were Republicans. Half of the mail-in ballots distributed and about 40% of absentee ballots have already been returned, which means hundreds of thousands of voters have already made their picks in this year's prominent primary, including races for governor, lieutenant governor, U.S. Senate, U.S. House, state representatives, and half of the state Senate seats here in PA, as well as Republican and Democratic Party committee members. Now, this morning, Chapman reminded those planning to vote in person that polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. in all 67 counties. If you are voting at your polling location for the first time, make sure you bring some form of identification like a driver's license. If you're one of the hundreds of thousands who requested a ballot, it must be received, not just postmarked, but received by your county board of elections office by 8 p.m. on election day. Chapman says it's extremely important to read and follow all instructions when filling out and returning a mail ballot.
There are two envelopes in Pennsylvania. So there's the inner secrecy envelope and the outer secrecy envelope. So it's critical that voters, put that ballot inside the inner secrecy envelope, and then as well as the outer secrecy envelope.
And Pennsylvania is one of just 10 states where election officials cannot start processing ballots until Election Day. In Pennsylvania, it's at 7 a.m. on Election Day. So Secretary Chapman said it may take a few days to count every single ballot. And also just some news here out of Harrisburg earlier today. Senate President Pro Temp Jake Corman announcing that he will be suspending his campaign for governor, formally endorsing Lou Barletta.